the next frequency vibrations, aka freak. This is Living the Dream.
To wake up the whole project.
Oh, man, whatever. This is our court. So what's up, bro? How you?
Right now somewhere, he at the table with a bowl of Apple Jacks, and he's reading the back of the cereal, and in between eating the Apple Jacks, he's writing. And he want my spot. I'm gonna find him though. I'm gonna sign him. I don't want no problems.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, basketball fans. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports, along with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. I'm Ernie Johnson. For tonight's game, we'll be watching the Golden State Warriors as they go up against the Cleveland Cavaliers. Checking out Cleveland, they're looking early. They have to look at this game as a great opportunity to do just that. Well, we got last season's finals MVP in the house, Andre Iguodala, and if you want to talk about a guy who plays beyond his stats, Shaq, it would be Andre. I mean, he's had a tremendous run over the past year.
You know, in this game, we love to see guys that can shoot it and guys that can run and slam dunk, but this guy can take over a game without even scoring.
Sunday afternoon with the NBA here on 2K Sports. Welcome, everyone. Joined in the booth with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. This is Kevin Hart. The fans are making noise here inside the Oracle Arena for their Warriors. So Cleveland will get the first possession. All right, let's set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. On the court for Cleveland, LeBron and Love are the talented pair at the forward position. Kyrie Irving and J.R. Smith at the guard set. And it's Thompson in at the pivot, manning the middle. Green, and the officials call a traveling violation.
Well, the term dream season can be applied to Steve Kerr's first year. Comes in and sets a franchise record in wins and also wins a title for the Warriors in his first year. Still unreal.
And here's Irving to the paint. Here's Love. Green with the block. And that's out of bounds. Cleveland will retain possession. Smith outside. The screen from Thompson. No one near James as he lets it go. And the three ball is good.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And, Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
And that's going to be too many steps. Gets the whistle on the travel. Cavaliers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Smith outside. It's Irving, top of the key. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Curry against Irving. And that's going to be a travel.
Yeah, 2 turnovers already in just the first few minutes. Clearly a bit careless. They need him to refocus.
For Cleveland, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today.
And Steph Curry, 6'3" and about 195. I mean, a slender frame. You look back to high school and college, and that was one of the question marks. Did he have the strength to succeed?
Usually, if he gets to the rim, he's converting it into points. But the defense stood tall there.
From deep, and the officials call a traveling violation.
And that'll make a pair of turnovers for him in just the last few minutes, so he's got to be a little bit more deliberate.
I gotta hold down the city. Gotta let you know where I come from. I gotta hold down the city. Gotta let you know. I gotta hold down the city. Gotta let you know where I come from.
Did all my laps in the gym, the sweat ran off my skin. They thought I ran out of breath, but I was just catching my wind. That only happens to them. I gotta capture my win. I practice 31 days a month and I practice again. Was born equipped with sportsmanship, so I just laugh and I grin. Victory is my objective, I don't have to pretend. Spread my wings like an eagle and let them flap in the wind. No guts, no glory, no pain, no gain. These are actions of men. My teammate is a warrior, got my back to the end. My own fist is God sent. You gon' have to defend. My crossover is vicious, I got more swagger than him. Hit the bottom of the net or the back of the rim. Your style is a flagrant foul. Your score, I'ma take it down. All of your trash talking was pointless. Say it now, you slacking in goaltending. My actions are bone chilling. Got the home court advantage. I'm back on the road winning.
I gotta hold down the city. Gotta let you know where I come from.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
This is 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson. Welcome to the NBA. We're joined by the legends Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Tonight, it'll be the Golden State Warriors going up against the Cleveland Cavaliers. Checking out Cleveland. They're looking to come out strong and make their mark early. They have to look at this game as a great opportunity to do just that. And one of the dynamic players we'll be seeing tonight is Draymond Green, so instrumental in the Warriors' championship run in 15. Shaq, he's a guy who can do it all on both ends of the floor.
He got great speed, strong enough to guard any position from the 1 through the 5. He has great defensive instincts. That's why he got second in defensive.
We're going to bring you an interconference matchup in this one as the Cavaliers come from Cleveland to play this one. The fans are making noise here inside the Oracle Arena for their Warriors. And get ready for another dose of NBA basketball on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan. And it's Thompson in at the 5 down low.
And for Kevin Love last season, he didn't want to be called a stretch 4, but the numbers suggest he was exactly that. Nearly 1 out of every 2 shots he took was from 3, a much higher ratio than at any other time in his career.
As Greg was talking about Clark, back to Love, it wasn't his choice to camp out from 3 last year. It was designed that way to create operating space for both LeBron and Kyrie.
Yeah, and you think about it, it's hard to ask a successful post player not to play to his strengths, but Love made the sacrifice, and I don't think he gets enough credit for that, Kevin. You know, the Cavs had a slow start to last season compared to how everybody thought they would play. Still, it was the best start for Kevin Love in his career and would end up being the most winning team he's played on. Says something about how long he's waited for success.
Irving with a clean look. That one off the back iron and out.
And even though he missed that, you have to take those shots when you get the opportunity.
Exactly. They don't come much better or easier than that.
And they call the 8-second violation. Too much time getting it up court. And Love, who would also go on to make his first postseason appearance, played in the first round last year. It was a complete 180 for him in what he was used to at Minnesota.
And even though there were ups and downs for Love last season, you know that he must have enjoyed winning for a change. And being in the league so long without making the playoffs, he finally got a chance to play in the postseason.
Now here's Curry following the miss by Kyrie Irving. Shoots. Curry can't get it to go.
And if the shot's not there, you've got to understand that. Move the basketball.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm not quite sure what his mindset or what he was thinking there. I mean, that was just a terrible shot.
Yeah, strong move to the basket there. Nice power to get that up and in.
We play just over a minute here in the first. Shoots from the high post. Will not go. This is off the front iron. LeBron kicks to Irving. J.R. Smith on the wing. Yes! And it's Irving picking up the assist. And the Warriors off to a slow start here. It's a 5-point game. And Curry, here we go. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
And guys, Steph Curry, the rare point guard who's almost as effective playing off the ball as he is on it. And the Warriors have really emphasized that as he's evolved as a player, bringing in a lot of playmakers who can set him up coming off screens.
And speaking of Curry playing off the ball in the...
Boy, he's just dangling from the rim after sending it through there.
You can see which team now has the swagger, Clark, right now.
Yeah, it's with them.
And guys, that swagger can backfire because you don't want to get your opponent a little too riled up.
That Kia Slam Cam replay really gave you a good look at the action. Cavaliers have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. James kicks to Smith. And the lead now, double digits on that bucket. Smith's got 7 points in the game.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they shot the basketball.
Very high percentage so far, and if you want to start a game hot, that's the way to do it.
And guys, I was a bit worried, but now we all know the rim doesn't have a lid on it.
Yeah, you could actually feel the tight.
You could not diagram a better way to open a quarter.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, look at the lead they've jumped out to already. What a start.
Outside Curry. And stolen by Kyrie Irving. And now Irving pushing it up. No one back to stop him. Lays it in off the breakaway. Irving's got his first points in this one.
And no doubt they've come into this game with a really aggressive approach, just pounding the ball inside.
It certainly is work finding the open lanes to the hoop and owning this game early.
From the arc, Smith with a wide open look. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Irving's got 3 assists in the game.
And really, the Warriors had an amazing regular season last year. Just from a historical standpoint, it was one of the best ever.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here. And for the Warriors last year, they would end the season with 67 wins. That number, Clark, tying for the 6th best win total in NBA history.
And my guess is only a few people saw it coming. I mean, as the season wore on, it became more and more apparent that the Warriors were for real, but it took a while for people to accept that fact.
Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Smith right side. They get it again. Warriors trail by 15. Shot to stop the run. Another shot, and Green with the lay-in.
And that putback about as easy a bucket as you're going to get.
Exactly what happens when you don't box out, Greg.
LeBron outside. Oh!
And it's like raining buckets right now. I wonder if this is the early stages of a blowout.
Well, we've got to be careful. Don't want to get ahead of ourselves just yet. But it has been pretty ugly so far, no doubt about that.
Whistle blows. Yep, that's going to be a travel.
They've got to start squeezing the orange, guys. I mean, it's that simple. That's 4 early turnovers they've racked up already.
Yeah, straight butterfingers going on today. They need to wake up and wake up soon.
Sean Livingston, he's checked in for Thompson. A big group substitution here for Cleveland. Mozgov, he's checked in for Thompson. Fry comes in for Kevin Love. Iman Shumpert's checked in for J.R. Smith. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Irving. It's stolen by Curry. Eight feet away. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. Curry's got his second bucket of the game to go. And you think about Stephen Curry, clearly one of the greatest shooters the league has ever seen. Clark, I think you could make a case that he's the best off-the-dribble three-point shooter in league history. What do you think?
I think he's the best total shot maker shooter we've had in the league. When you look at all aspects of shooting, I don't know if anybody's ever been better.
And for Steph Curry, the light doesn't get any greener. I mean, the only limit is his conscience. I think he does a great job of scoring, but also looking to keep his teammates engaged. And, you know, when you think back when Curry came into the league, the question was, is he just a scorer, or can he play point guard? Well, I think he's more than answered those concerns, and he's gotten a lot better with his decision-making as he's now starting to limit his turnovers.
Leandro Barbosa, he's checked in for Golden State. And the second free throw, good. Well, we know the Mozgov started last season with the Nuggets and then was traded to Cleveland midway through the season.
And what an impact he made on the Cleveland Cavaliers, particularly at the defensive end. His size and his activity really helped the Cavs become outstanding at the defensive end.
The offensive rebound. Green with the block. Iguodala with it. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. And That's going to be too many steps. Gets the whistle on the travel.
Just too many miscues here in the early going.
And it's not hard to see why they're down. I mean, it seems every trip down the floor, they're giving the ball to the other team.
And the Warriors with some changes. Ezeli comes in for Maurice Spates. And it's Rush in for Green. 34 seconds left in the first quarter. The drive by James. Here's Fry. Cleveland moving the ball around. And LeBron gets it to go with the assist from Dellavedova. 7 points for LeBron.
Dellavedova is really good at finding his teammates.
Warriors trail by 17. Out of bounds, Cleveland takes possession.
I tell you what, that's just a major unforced error right there, guys. My goodness.
Here's Shumpert. To the inside. Dellavedova, that's good. Dellavedova's got his first 2 points.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
And stolen by Fry. Just 3 on the clock.
Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
Yeah, and I like this call because you want the refs in that situation. If there's any doubt, err on the side of giving the benefit of the doubt to the offensive player. That should have been a block, and it was.
This is his first free throw of the game. And the first one drops. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. And that's it for the first quarter in what's been a very lopsided game. And we got a chance to hear from LeBron James about the hard work and preparation he brings into.
I go back and I'm able to, read the scouting report, and also when I get to the arena, I also watch more film on each and every guy that's going to be playing, guys that I know I may be, matched up against, throughout the night. So I'm not surprised by anything if it happens throughout the game. So it's a lot of preparation that goes in, to just one game, just trying to get one win, but that's what it takes to win good.
I think you'd have to say the preparation really shows on the court in his play, and rarely does he look surprised out there or caught off guard.
And Kevin, that's really just the mark of a total pro. And I don't think oftentimes the fans appreciate how much goes in terms of preparation. Some guys get it and some guys don't. But he's a perfect example of what proper preparation means in terms of preventing a poor performance.
Welcome back, folks. We'll see if we're in store for a more tightly contested quarter as we move here into the second. And looking at what we've seen, Cavaliers pretty much in control here, it would appear.
I just don't know that you're going to see a...
Here, the defense has been on point.
So on the floor for Cleveland, Kyrie Irving and J.R. Smith at the guard set. Thompson is out there with Kevin Love, and it's Shumpert in at the small forward.
Terrific job that time defending at the rim. I mean, it's not an easy task stopping that fella when he's headed to the bucket like that. Good job. The Cavs last season won a bunch of games, but they had to fight for a lot of them. They often would fall behind early or dig a big hole and have to fight their way out of it.
Andrew Bogut checked in for the Warriors. Curry comes in for Brandon Rush.
Stephen Curry.
Shumpert with the steal. Smith against Thompson. Smith the pass to Irving. A good look from Smith. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Irving's got his 4th assist in this one. You mentioned, GA, the Cavs and their comebacks. They actually overcame double-digit deficits for 13 of their 53 wins last year.
Yeah, and Kevin, I remember their biggest one being a comeback after being down 17 points. I mean, but when you have the star power that the Cavs have, no comeback is out of the question. You're just never safe against this team.
Timeout called the Warriors. Kyrie Irving may be the best ball handler in the league. There are a lot of guys with a good handle. He is definitely in the top 5. If not, he's got to be in the conversation.
And arguably the most talented player at his position. I mean, he can get wherever he wants to on the court. He's athletic, an unbelievable finisher as well. I think that's something that oftentimes gets underrated. Maybe the best finisher in the game.
Agreed. Ian Clark. And so here is Golden State.
And you know, Kyrie Irving really ambidextrous as a ball handler because you can't play him to one side, and he's ambidextrous as a finisher too. He's so creative and crafty. Terrific at the rim with both hands.
Warriors trail by 21. Oh, and here we go. Bogut's got it, the fast break chance. Elbow shot is on the way. And Shumpert pulls it down.
That's exactly how you have to defend him. He's a guy that the D needs to be aware of at all times.
And it's Harrison Barnes with the foul. That's his first foul.
And one thing about Irving's ball handling, he does a great job of protecting the ball. A very low rate of turnovers for a player as aggressive as he is on the bounce.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Cavaliers. It was the season of destiny, and the Warriors certainly followed through. Clark, the best team in the league all year, and they finished the job beating the Cavs in the finals.
And they were on a mission from the get-go. They would become another team to win 65 games or more and win the finals. Impressive work.
Love with the screen on Thompson. And Thompson kicks to Irving. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agendas.
Yeah, and it's really fun to see that kind of unselfishness. Really hard not to appreciate all the assists they've racked up.
Bogut gets the bucket.
His hard work on the backboard really just has given them more opportunities to score.
Cleveland leading by 21.
And for the Warriors, they had tough opponents the whole way. I mean, the Pelicans, Grizzlies, and Rockets, they all put up fights. The Cavs in the finals were just as tough with LeBron, but the Warriors found a way to come through.
Now a timeout called by Golden State.
And for the Warriors, it had been nearly 40 years, guys, since the franchise made it to the finals. And they had a lot of pressure on them to win and finish things off, but they got it done and did it in emphatic fashion, winning on the road. The title solidified them as one of the all-time outstanding teams in NBA history.
Here in the second quarter, we played a little over. Oh! Just floating.